That's what you do.
It's what it is. All right, we ready?
Yeah. Let's introduce ourselves.
Oh, yeah. Oh, welcome to the GDMF Paranormal podcast. And there goes my phone. Or my watch. I'm sorry.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it was my watch.
I heard it.
My watch is trying to get me to breathe. I don't want to breathe. I breathe when I want to breathe, not when you want me to breathe. But anyways, GDMF, go drown my farts.
Drown them.
Paranormal podcast, yeah. I'm going to drown my farts. Can you drown a fart?
Yeah. If you fart underwater.
It'll just come right back up, right?
No, that would be a fart bubble. Blankets.
Is it me, or do farts smell even worse after coming through the water?
I think they do.
Yeah? Because whenever I fart normally...
It depends on the time of day.
Yeah. Because normally...
It depends if you're are you talking about in the water or in the shower?
When you're in the water, underwater.
Underwater?
And it comes through the water and it bubbles up. Because normally when I fart...
I've never smelt one
No?
like that. No.
Yeah,
I know in the shower it stinks, but that's because it's heating it up and the mist and everything, so it's making it worse. But
Something with it. It's just, don't do it. It makes it doesn't, you can't appreciate your farts. Yeah. But realistically, what we're talking today.
My name is Christopher Lee.
Oh, yeah, we got to introduce. So
you know who you're talking with. I'm Christopher Lee.
I am William Wallowson. And with us, we have...
Abby Kirsch.
Boom. And today, on today's podcast, we're talking about witches. Witches during the Salem witch trial.
So are we actually just talking about the witches themselves, or the magical trials that happen?
The whole history of
we know
what that
witches.
trial is. Yeah.
And we don't even know if they really were witches. I mean, they probably weren't witches.
Yeah, probably. I don't. Yeah. If they were, I don't know. But yeah,
so that's the questions that I got for you.
Okay.
For instance, was Wicca a thing back then? I know it was, but is that what they were doing?
I don't think it had anything to do with Wicca.
Okay.
No.
I think there was maybe one person. Was that Tituba, who might have practiced Wicca.
Yeah,
I believe she talked about a book and whatnot. But beyond that,
maybe not practiced, but just was learning about it.
Well, she was foreign and stuff because she was a slave and everything. So she had her own stories and beliefs and stuff like that, and would tell the girls and everything. And so it's kind of how it all started.
Okay, so cool. We can start there. So let us know about all that stuff.
So the beginning of this. So I'm getting all my information from history. I'm sorry, blocked my face. History, YouTube, or not YouTube, history. Base website.
Okay.
The web area, internet history.
I'm
going to put the link in the description below. So we're also getting our information from Wikipedia, and Abby's got some other cool little facts about the Salem witch trials that nobody really knew about. One really cool fact is nobody was actually burned.
They didn't do no burning.
There was no burning. No
not
witch.
Not at the
no
Salem
person ever
ones, anyways.
ever got burned or drowned or anything like that. They were all hung.
Oh.
Yeah. So
hung and stoned.
Yeah.
Well, pressed.
One person was stone pressed. It was pressed by stone. Yeah, it's terrible. We'll get into that though.
Okay.
The infamous Salem witch trials began during the spring of 1692 after a group of young girls in Salem Village, Massachusetts, claimed to be possessed by the devil and accused several local women of witchcraft.
Wait, they claimed themselves, or somebody claimed them as...
So what happened is you got these two girls. Let me go find their names.
It's Abigail.
So you got Elizabeth Paris and Abigail Williams. Daughter and niece of Samuel Pierce. Yeah. Minister of Salem Village. So they started showing signs. So they began having fits, including violent contortions and uncontrollable outbursts of screaming. And they were going nuts. They were just...
I got a question, because maybe they had come down with some kind of epilepsy at that time.
So that's actually another thing.
Mentioned that.
That's actually another point on this.
Yeah.
But can I put a side note?
No, go for it. Yeah.
Okay. So actually, what I don't know, because I didn't read that part of it or anything like that. So, but from what I've always kind of took on it was the fact that because Tituba, the slave,
she's one of the three that they accused of being a witch.
Yeah. So she would tell these girls these stories and everything, and what happened is the girls started acting out these scenarios or trying to do stuff or whatever, blah 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 blah, and they got caught, and so instead of getting in trouble because they were with the parish and everything, they claimed to be bewitched.
Oh, to try to not get in trouble.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Which screwed them over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they took them seriously.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, they're little girls. They're like 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they're going to lie their ass off just so they don't
Get punished.
Yeah. Because everybody wants their dessert after dinner.
Or maybe their punishments were really severe back then.
Oh, they were.
Maybe they lost a finger or something. Okay.
That's for stealing.
So, after having these fits, after a local doctor, William Griggs, diagnosed bewitchment, other young girls in the community began to exhibit similar symptoms, including Anne Putnam Jr., Mercy Lewis. Is it Putnam?
I think it's Putnam.
Putnam?
I'm not reading it, but I'm thinking that's
Yeah,
what it was.
I've heard of a name called Putnam. So
Yeah.
Putnam, yeah. I'm sorry, by the way, if I butcher these names. There's some of them I'm pretty sure I got them pretty close. But yeah. This is William reading, by the way. Mercy Lewis, Elizabeth Hubbard, Mary Welcott, and Mary Warren. So all these girls, I think they're all girls, yeah. Started having the same symptoms. Very interesting side fact. It says here, did you know, in an effort to explain by scientific means of the strange afflictions suffered by those bewitched, Salem's residents in 1692, a study published in Science magazine in 1976 cited the fungus ergot found in rye, wheat, and other cereals, which toxicologists say can cause symptoms such as delusions, vomiting, and muscle spasms.
Oh.
So it sounds like that's might have what happened to all these people. Yeah, they had bad bread, which had a fungus inside of it that caused these symptoms of them doing these things.
And they got hung for it.
Yeah, well, not these people. Not
those are the ones that are bewitched.
Yeah, these are the ones that are bewitched. So they're the ones that are being afflicted by the witches. So they're thinking, the witches are causing them harm. So the three accused. Oh, I missed it. Hold on. Arrest. Okay. In late February, arrest warrants were issued for Paris Caribbean slave Tituba, along with two other women: the homeless beggar Sarah Good and the poor, elderly Sarah Osborne, whom the girls accused of bewitching them. So I have some more information on those three.
So these people felt really weird, and since they seen these, these girls acting so screwed up, they thought that their new screwed up
there was now a reason for it.
Is from them. So it kind of put blame. Look at how they're acting. They must be witches.
Yeah.
And look what they did to us. We're all messed up.
Yeah.
And maybe their delusions are also adding to the fact that they delusionally feel that those are witches, even more than if they weren't.
Possibly, yeah. It could have even been the whatever. If
I wasn't
it was
thinking
this
clearly,
fungus, if it was this fungus and it was causing delusions to them, they could possibly
just added to the
unwillingly
weirdness of it.
Added to it. Yeah. So Good was a homeless beggar, known to seek food and shelter from neighbors. She was accused of witchcraft because of her appealing reputation. At her trial, she was accused of rejecting Puritan ideas of self-control and discipline when she chose to torment and scorn children instead of leading them towards the path of salvation.
So
nobody liked her because she was a homeless person.
She was mean.
Yeah, and not only that, see a little kid walking by, hey, you little shit, get the fuck out of here, you little fucking piece of shit.
I would have been hung immediately.
Yeah.
Children are seen, preferably not.
You got Abby.
Not heard.
Get the fuck off my lawn.
What the fuck are you looking at?
Child
witch.
runs by me, I just step out my foot.
Oh,
she's a witch.
I've been called worse.
Sarah Osborne rarely attended church meetings. She was accused of witchcraft because the Puritans believed that Osborne had her own self-interest in mind following her self-interest in mind following her remarriage to an indentured servant.
So she got remarried?
Indentured servant. Yeah, she got remarried.
Oh, that was like hell.
Yeah,
no,
and not only that,
back
but
then.
it was to her servant.
That. Oh yeah.
So how
People
many
immediately hated her ass.
people got bewitched by this whole thing?
It just said multiple people. It
So,
didn't really say
okay.
how many, but it was probably at least
More than 2?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it started with a 2, and I think they also mentioned like 4 other names.
Okay.
So